Good morning. Sorry, this also wasn't in the right spot. There we go. Whew.
I'm just gonna sneak over here.
Just gotta hide behind the train. Hide behind the train. Hi. Hi, good morning. As I continue to learn, the breakfast stream after tabletop stream ends up being late because I forget that we have tabletop stream and I've taken a monitor from up here and moved it downstairs. Mm-hmm. So I come upstairs, I walk out of my bedroom, I'm like, all right, breakfast stream time. I have allotted the perfect amount of time. And I turn on my stuff, and then I realize there's no monitor connected to the computer. And I'm like, oh my God. So I have to go downstairs and disconnect the monitor and bring it back upstairs. And then Windows has got a fun quirk, apparently, where I hooked it up, and it sent the image to this monitor, but it didn't send it to the TV. So I had to restart the whole computer. It's fine. It's fine. I do need a monitor. The reason I haven't bought one yet is that I want to know for sure what size I want. So if it's the same size, then cool, I gotta get another of the same monitor. If it's bigger or smaller or something, we'll have to make that decision. Yeah.
Good morning, Keppel.
Anyway, morning. Hi. You coming up? There's a lot of alerts.
Yeah, there are. There's a morning train.
There's a morning train, and also Twitch now keeps track of how far people have gotten in the past, and it says you are going to beat your last record. Last record of...
I think it's the first record.
Is that new?
I think so, yeah.
What? But it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm going to read these with my human mouth, and we are going to talk a little bit about what's going on. Mostly, it's Extra Life, because we're now down to just a few
Extra Life days left.
Yeah,
Extra Life
just a
days.
few days left, and that is exciting. It's exciting. I wish I had a not human mouth, but in addition to my other mouth. All right, let's read some of these. We got 34 months from Rackbell316. 50 months. It's so cool to say 50. It's so cool to say 50. 50 months from Cobalt Custard. 42 from Spark Strike 13. 43 from Spin a Trap. 300 from Satsy. It says, COVID is now out of my system, but it hasn't stopped messing with me yet. I had a surgery date for the 3rd of November for the infernal organ, but you can't get general anesthetic for 7 weeks after the start of infection, so not until December.
Oh, well, sorry.
It's like you've dealt with this thing, it's been a problem in your life, and then even on its way out, it shuts the door so hard that something falls off the shelf inside the house. Which sucks. I'm glad that, you know, things are still going to happen even if they're going to be just a little bit later. But good vibes all the same, because it can really suck to be like, this is when this thing is going to happen. And then something comes up and it's like, okay, actually, it's actually down here. Good vibes. We got 28 months from Alfie Goldfish. 50 months. 50. From Marvel, 410. 10 months from Star Wars Trekkie. 42 from Darbicus. 48 from Ultra Husk, yes, a 4. Congrats on 4. 10 months from Dual Braids. 50 months from Spiffle. That's my new thing. I'm going to go 50.
You can come up with something better. You got this. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
They're frightfully delicious. Tiny Eddie's yogurt stuffed puny cookie fingers.
Are you okay? What is... What was that? What?
I was giving my spoon back.
But for what?
I just stirred my coffee.
1,000 bits from Darbicus, who says only 3 days to get ready. Tiny Eddie, give us our extra life treat of choice. Yogurt stuffed peony cookie fingers.
Oh, there'll be plenty of cookies.
But how many will be stuffed with yogurt?
None.
Hopefully not. That doesn't sound like it'd be terrible. Also, puny means they're just tiny. That doesn't sound awful. Yeah, my mom is baking. My mom is baking. Actually, she's baking today.
She baked yesterday too, didn't she?
Yeah,
'Cause yesterday was her day off.
yesterday and today, because Dan is picking up all of the baked goods on Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Which is tomorrow, and then hopefully not eating them all. People start to get into town on Thursday. Not early enough for breakfast stream. So if anyone's like, we're going to see
Yeah, you're not going to see
Chaz on Thursday. You won't see Chaz on Thursday. But folks will be getting into town on Thursday. So Dan is one of them. And he will be bringing any of the cookies that he doesn't eat himself.
The most magical werewolves all desire Tiny Eddie's photographer's oven-roasted honey secret.
That was a bit from One Weird Cat. My mom's birthday and the 8-year anniversary of dating my boyfriend is this week. Eddie, what celebratory food should we have?
That is a mouthful.
It is. It insinuates that Tiny Eddie has a photographer, which I guess is true. There's generally photographers work at companies like that. Tiny Eddie's photographer's oven-roasted honey secret. Secret. What's the secret? You may not want to know. If magical werewolves want it, then do you really want it? Probably not. Either way, happy birthday to your mom and happy anniversary. 8 years is a long time.
Yeah.
8 years is a really long time.
We picked up Steven's suit yesterday and the guy could not believe
Atari set in rainy Stardew Valley.
that came out of nowhere. Cannot believe we've been married 11 years.
You just kept talking. I was like, but game.
I didn't hear it.
It's true. He was, I think he thought that we were too young to have possibly been married for 11 years. Because people tend to think that we are younger than we
Look, I mean, our...
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when we said 11 years, he was like, is that so? We're like, yeah. And I guess in his mind, it's like, oh my God, they got married when they were 14. Oh no. That was bits from Colin. He says, what will be the best game being played at Extra Life this year? Oh Lord. A new tank racer by Atari set in rainy Stardew Valley. Yeah, when I'm playing Stardew Valley, the thing that I think it needs the most of is tanks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what will make this game better?
A tank.
Warfare. Warfare. Yeah. And coincidentally, when I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm like, why can't I stop to grow some things? I'm on foreign soil, and I'm like, if I could just put some tomatoes right here, that'd be perfect. I'm reminded, I haven't played it, but I think it was a launch title for the Wii U. We just went through and organized all of the Wii and Wii U games to single stack. So my office, 4 bookshelves, is nothing but Wii and Wii U. And
That's why there are stuff here.
Yeah, that's why there's games here now, because that stuff all had to move out here. And there's a game for Wii U called Tank Tank Tank. And it's a game with tanks.
Presumably.
I hope there's tanks in it. It's called Tank Tank Tank. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it was either a launch title or like shortly after, because I remember it existing. It's actually about tank tops. It's a fashion game. We get 36 months from NG Ben. Congrats on 3. 30 months from Mysterious Green Thunder. 26 from Furious Kitty. 100 bits from Ultra Husk. 24 from Cody, the Positron. Thank you for the 2. We get 300 bits from Radio Dread. Says, it's time to clown. It's a day that ends in Y.
Yep.
So, I don't doubt it. Also, on Sunday, we did the second tabletop stream. We did another, well, we finished the puzzle with the help of Alex, Haley, and Brandon. And throughout that stream, we learned about every clown. There are 22 clowns, and we got to learn about them. It was like a history lesson, but for the stream. It was fun. 21 months from Jesus Saves. 32 months from Shadowlands. Mark from Vermont gifted 5 subs to Retro Remedies, Judas Karlak, Kyle Jensen 8, Psychotic Yoshi 99, and Pikmin Olimar. Mark, thank you. Appreciate it. We got 43 months from Wildfire. 34 months from Jared Dillon. Jesus Saves also gifted 5 subs to Crims Phoenix, Rosafan 84 Pi, Net the Hunter, now to plays in Skararkar. Jesus, thank you. A lot of gift subs this morning. We got 23 months from Nomi Bookworm. Darbicus gifted a sub to Dtran365. And bits from Colin who says, Hype Clown. We haven't had a hype train.
A morning hype train
in quite a bit. So
yeah.
To have one and then have it get close to whatever the previous record was, wild.
I don't think it's the previous record. I think it was just setting its own.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I don't remember ever seeing it before. And it didn't seem... Because we've been, like, past level 5 or something. It didn't get... I don't know.
I mean, the truth is, I have no idea. I don't know. Twitch is, like, doing new things all the time, and then, like, I tend to find out about them live on air.
Yeah.
Goldmage says, it's the record since when they started doing it. It's just not really our record. So it's happened before. It's just only happened, like, once. Just like one time. Murmur also gifted 5 subs. Thank you, Murmur. To Wallen Hornigan, Sareem J, Jacob Honeycutt, Marl Karks, 420, and Tory Draws. Marl Karks. During from Genesis, it says, how to make Stephen have a panic attack during Brekkie. There are 4 days till Extra Life. Ooh woo.
Chaz and Jeff get here in 2.
Well, everyone arrives in 2.
Yeah.
Dan, Lindsay, Chaz, and Jeff all arrive on Thursday.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's good. That's good. I think, so last night was when I accepted. Last night was acceptance. Last night was the acceptance of I can't finish everything I wanted to get done before Extra Life.
Yeah.
Last night was acceptance. There's a certain point where you're like, okay, I have to triage. I have to decide what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. The 5 stages of Extra Life. So we're just gonna. I'm no longer approaching it from the perspective of, oh, I will definitely catch up with all of the vlogs.
The things you need to do. Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely do that. Instead, it is now, we'll see what I can do. Basically. We'll see what I can do. I did get, I think probably the most complicated vlog that hadn't been done yet finished, and that will come out right after stream, and that is when we went to the North Carolina State Fair. So that's done, and that'll be out. So everything is, you know, theoretically easier than that, but also we've done things and it took time to do them. So, yeah. I can't wait for you guys to see that one, because it is good. And it'll be out right after breakfast stream. And then you can watch 8 people communally eat one corn dog, 1 bite at a time. Which was my favorite fair experience. More gift subs.
It was a good bonding experience.
It was. It was a good bonding experience.
And he says, I just want to see Hal's reaction to America. That has been my favorite part of him visiting.
There's some really good. There's some good. So, and we had talked about this right after the fair on breakfast stream. But one of the things that we had was a rattlesnake corn dog, and so we got this rattlesnake corn dog, and everyone took a bite off of it. And then after we ate it, Hal was like, "Yeah, I've never had a regular corn dog." And we're all just like, oh, that was your first experience with a corn dog, was rattlesnake. So everyone kind of split off again. And when we did, Hal went and got an actual normal corn dog, and Josh filmed it. So there was some footage in the vlog that Josh and Hal filmed, and we actually have footage of Hal having a normal corn dog. So he tried them in an opposite order that I would have expected, but that's fine. That's fine.
Ember Laura says, have you made that man a s'more? Please help him understand.
No, but I mean, there's a million things, right? That,
Yeah.
you know, if you sat around and made a list and talked to him, you'd probably be like, oh, there's this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it will, you know, he's still here for a little bit more time. I'm sure he'll get a chance to have one or two more things that are deftly American. More gift subs. 5 subs from Sparkstrike13 to Yamadorgon, Flagboy1213, Evan Deck, RP, Niglio, and Sticky Spirit. Sparkstrike, thank you. We got 3 gift subs from Vegetable Sorbet to Hi Becky, Blair Morceau, and The Fifth Tree Man. Thank you, Sorbet. 300 bits from Darkest Bride says, Morning Clown Train. It tends to happen.
It happens.
They get on the train. 47 months from Incarnado. 29 from Frorwolf. 300 from Goldmage, who says, finally negative for COVID for the first time since I got it on the 12th. Means I can go back to work, and so this will probably be my last Breakfast Stream Live for a while. But it's been fun clowning around here. VOD Squad, here I come.
Glad you're better, Gold Mage.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to not watch Breakfast Stream Live, but I posted the VODs. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And mostly I'm just glad that you're, you know, not sick anymore, because being sick sucks.
Yep.
It's not fun. We get 26 months from the Super Thingamabob. I don't know why I struggled to start that. It's the word the. Darkest Pride gifted 5 subs to Wispterius, Shadow Wywind, or Highwind, Ketzune, Wave K89, and Man Eats Cake, which is something I always strive to be. It's a man-eating cake. I got some cookies. I can be a man eating cookies.
I want cookies.
Wait, where are you going?
Cookies.
Just have one of these.
No. I want the other cookies.
What other cookies?
The other cookies.
What other cookies?
The other ones.
You keep saying that.
I don't know what they're called.
We have other cookies?
Yeah. Unless you ate them all.
What cookies are they?
Oh, yeah, these ones.
Apparently we have other cookies. Okay. 300 bits from Furious Kitty says, Clown on the train, just bought new computer parts, and the graphics card is already on its way. Extra Life will still be running on my old system, though, and still battling long COVID. So you mean you're battling... Sorry, when you say your system's battling long COVID, you're battling long COVID, is my assumption. In which case, a lot of good vibes, a million good vibes. I've actually known a few people who are in that same situation, and it's not ideal. Yeah, me, not the computer. Okay, just checking. It was like, there's that would be a very bad problem for your computer, but also a very bad problem for you. So good vibes for that. I am happy that you've got new computer stuff coming. It's very nice that the market for computer parts is finally back to normal levels. That's really exciting. I'm not sure if, because I don't know enough about this to know exactly how it works. I'm not sure if like the 3000 series graphics cards are going to come down in price because of the 4000. I don't know if that'll happen or not. Because I remember that they were going to release like a cheaper version of the 4000, and then they decided not to. So I don't know what their pricing is going to be. But the fact that you can just get a GPU at MSRP now is like good. It's very, very good. I hope we never enter this bizarro several year span ever again, because it has been it's been terrible.
Grab your Arctic gourd and enjoy Tiny Eddie's diced imaginary yogurt and hamburger munchies.
And that was a bit from Crafting Live, who just says, cookies? Grab your Arctic gourd and enjoy Tiny Eddie's diced imaginary yogurt and hamburger munchies. Ah, yes. Diced yogurt. I actually prefer my yogurt sliced. Yogurt and hamburger munchies. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. We got 29 months from Kayla Crisp 88. 29 months also, tier 2, from Arpiga, Gold Toast. 26 months from Line Rider. 24 months from Full Metal Grizz 98. Congrats on the 2. We got a subscription from The Self-Care Gamer. Welcome. Fierce Kitty gifted a sub to Mr. Deathkills. 12 months from Svandera. Congrats on your 1. Lots of folks getting the claps. Also claps with an S, as opposed to lots of people getting the clap, which is very different. Did you bring your special cookies up? That is a lot of cookies.
I'm not gonna eat them all, but they were in a container, like Ritz crackers. You can eat them.
I have cookies.
You can eat some of these.
I don't want any of those.
Okay.
I wanted 4 cookies. That's why I brought up a small plate with 4 cookies on it.
I'm not gonna eat all these. These are too many.
Those are good. I like those. Those are gingerbread. They are very good. Anyway, 3 Divits Platinum Pikachu says, yesterday I got into a proper seeding rage at a particular series of events playing Splatoon. What turned out to be the perfect antidote to that rage? Watching GTA Online. That series just keeps on giving. There are a lot of GTA Online episodes. If anyone here has never watched any of our GTA Online stuff, I would urge you to watch it. Because if you like it, which I think most people end up really finding it funny, there's a lot to watch. There's a whole lot to watch. We've been recording that since the game was around, which is going on 10 years. 30 Bits from One Weird Cat says, I think we need a morning moon. Will I get Steven or Mount? So yeah, that's, I always forget that that's one of the word trigger alerts. But moon is on there. There's art? Show me. Man, I can't even begin to explain Mustard Mommy. And I don't know necessarily that I want to explain Mustard Mommy. But there's Mustard Mommy. I didn't want this. Don't give that to me. Also, you turned the lights down to 70, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. I can tell.
Yeah, you could tell. It's spooky.
It's just darker. That's
It's
how lighting
spooky.
works. It's just darker than
Spooky.
it was supposed to be.
Very spooky.
Yeah, okay. Like I set up everything and then people are like, no, this is wrong. Light bright. Don't like light. Light too bright. And I'm
Light
like,
too bright.
It's not even bright.
Why didn't you want a gingerbread cookie?
Mallory, I have cookies.
You want another one?
No! I have 4 cookies. I probably should have only had 3. I got 4 cookies right here. I'm giving them a little dip. I didn't need, what is that, 100? 100 cookies? 400?
I think it's like 20, but okay.
That's so much. 27 months from Justin the Light. Justin, thank you. Do you want to share
About what?
the thing?
What thing?
The thing, you got a thing that you were like, this will be good to talk about. You got a thing because you were like, you're gonna eat your cookies because you want to eat your cookies that you've been waiting to eat, and I'm gonna talk about this thing. Remember that?
No.
Okay, so you'll just go ahead and do that so I can eat these cookies.
We got Steven's suit yesterday. He looks really good.
That's the thing.
I guess that's the thing I'm picking. I'll post another picture so Chaz doesn't have to go find it.
And this is different from the first time. Because now my suit is done.
The suit is done. It's been
It's tailored to my body.
I think it could be a little tighter, like around your stomach.
That's me in a suit.
But you look good.
It's very not me.
It is.
When it was posted, was it Thomas? I think Thomas was like, or Brandon? Thomas or Brandon? Either one of them, I think, said anti-Steven George.
I think it was Brandon.
Was it Brandon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anti-Steven George be like...
Dapper. That's a good word.
Paul said it looked nice and it was a good fit.
It's very strange. It's very strange. That's not the type of clothing I generally wear. I've had some, like... I've went through slightly different phases in my life. Not, like, huge wavering phases, but, like... I've went from wearing... I don't know, like, collared shirts to button-up shirts to graphic tees. And I've never, like... It's not that I ever, like, made the conscious decision to stop doing one over the other. And I still have, like, I don't really have any collared shirts anymore.
I think they're at your parents'.
I basically stopped wearing those. But, like, you know, would I ever go down the suit path? I mean, that's so much.
It is so much.
It's so much effort and money.
And you said this is your first suit. Was your wedding suit a rental? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other thing, and Mal and I were talking about this yesterday, I am too much of a messy boy.
Yeah.
To wear a suit often. Because I am someone who just very, like, intrinsically, you know, if I got a little stuff on my fingers, I'm like, all right, pants. And like,
please don't do that during the wedding.
You're really not supposed to do that.
No.
On your dress stuff. So I try to remember. It's hard.
I can only do so much.
Mark says the plaid shirts don't have collars. I mean, they have collars, but that's not a collared shirt. A collared shirt is a thing you put over your head.
Steven's talking about the ones that have like 3 buttons, like right here with a collar.
Yeah, I would refer to that as a collared shirt, and one that buttons up the front as a button-up. That's my term. I mean, I guess terminology. A polo, yeah, a polo. That's another word for it. Yeah. Everyone's got different.
Well, there are specific words.
Yeah, and I know some of them. And other ones I just kind of, you know, you'll get what I mean. For the most part. 300 bits from Yami Florence says, hello friends. A month-ish ago, I posted about a friend who had been through a rough time. I sent him a care package including a Switch, several games, and cards containing well wishes from everyone he knows. He was over the moon. Thank you for the good vibes. Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice. I think sometimes, let me rephrase this. It's not sometimes in life. This is how life works. In life, people just need to know that other folks care about them. Like, and that is something that becomes more and more important the older you get into adulthood. Is that if you love people, let them know.
Yeah.
Like, reach out to your friends that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while. Send them a message today and be like, hey, I was just thinking about you, and I hope that things are going well for you. That sort of thing means the world, you know? Like, to get a message out of the blue from an old friend, and it's not that even if you're not in each other's lives, just being able to reach out and be like, hey, I thought about you and I hope you're doing good. Doesn't have to be any more than that. You don't have to be like, hey, we're now going to do D&D every week. Like, you don't have to do that. Just being able to reach out and be like, hey.
Check in.
Check in. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. I love hearing from people I haven't, spoken to in a while.
I had to just take a note because I listened to this podcast and they do a yearly theme instead of like a New Year's resolution. They do a yearly theme.
Yeah.
And on the podcast, they were just saying, now is the time to start thinking about things you notice in your life that you are looking to change for the future. So, like, maybe you're looking to do X, so, like, maybe start writing about what
you mean
might,
for, like, the new year?
Yeah, to start observing what's going on in your life that you want to focus on for next year.
Because we're, like, 9 or 10 weeks out.
Yeah. Because my theme of
9 or 10 weeks out from the next year.
My theme for 2022 was health.
Okay.
So like healing from surgery, getting better about mental health because I did therapy for most of this year, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I've done really good this year with my theme of health. Yes, this is CGP Grey adjacent Vagabond. I was listening to Cortex. So.
That's all good. That's all good stuff. I really want to you have to imagine how you feel, right? When you receive a message from someone that's like, hey.
Where I was going with that was thinking about friendship, especially with everyone moving to Raleigh, is something that I'm going to think about when I work on my theme this year.
Yeah, I was actually responding to some Patreon comments last night, and there was one comment in particular that was like, it feels like things are going really well, just from the perspective of like you've got people moving there and you're getting a chance to engage in new types of content, like doing the tabletop stuff. And it gave me a moment to like really reflect on how the past few months have been. And I realized, especially just in the past like month or two, like I am happier than I have been in a long time. And I don't feel even that I was particularly unhappy. But sometimes there's changes that happen in your life that it's only once you get to those changes that you can look back and be like, oh, this is a improvement. This is a very real improvement. And I think it's been a little difficult to some degree in the past month to balance work and life. But it's not because we've been doing too much work. It's because we've been doing so much life. And that's wild. That's amazing. It's a problem I haven't had in a long time.
It is a learning experience to figure out where that balance is and how to best utilize your time. So like before it was just like work.
Yes.
So we're working on figuring out where we need to be.
Yeah. Having caught up on vlogs and then things slowly getting a little bit behind, and it's not so much. I mean, there's definitely been work, but like there's just been a lot of like social things that we've been doing. I don't know, man. Like if I'm gonna get behind, I would rather it be because I was just doing too much fun stuff. Like that has not been a problem in my life in a long time. In a long time. And I agree with that too. Eridash says more life means better blogs. I feel like the stuff that we've been making in October has been particularly good because there's been so many people around. We've been doing things.
We went for a hike. We went to the fair. We've
had people over to play games. I don't know. It's been good. So yeah, I'm doing well. And like I still have work to do, but I feel happy. So
Yeah.
that's my...
Alex and Haley and Brandon hung out Sunday after stream and helped us move all this, and then
Yeah.
alphabetized Wii U, and they got to experience what that was like.
A fraction.
A fraction.
Wii U is so small compared to Wii.
Well, there was one time Lindsay and Dan helped me alphabetize everything at Blue Wall House.
Oh, like all
You
the games.
were...
Isn't it fun to know
You
that
were
over the years we
recording
have
with-
alphabetized things and then we just don't have it alphabetized anymore?
You
That's
were
fun.
recording with Tim, John, and Emil, I think. And Lindsay and Dan came over, and the three of us alphabetized everything we had at that house.
Yeah, it would have taken a while.
And, like, GameCube is not alphabetized right now, right? And N64, literally,
Right.
none of this on this wall is.
Yeah, nothing in this room is
But
alphabetized.
N64 and GameCube are kind of close.
Sure.
They're just, like, random chunks of the alphabet put on the shelf. So, like, the chunk is alphabetized, but it's not related to the others in the right order.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We got 47 months from Mr. Viperfang. 300 from Item Crafting Live. He says, can we get your best Bond style? George. Stephen George. I don't know why that voice is James Bond. I've decided that that's... But better that than like a pirate or something.
Arr, my name's Bond. James Bond. Of the 7...
The other day,
Bonds.
I spelt out George
Yes.
before I said it, because that's the trick to get it spelled right on official documents.
Well, the trick is to spell it twice at them and then also be like, hey, it doesn't have an E on the end. It's got one, but not on the end. Please type it correctly. And then see that they still messed it up.
Yeah. That's what happened.
It's been my entire experience, my entire life. It's fine. The idea of spelling at someone, I mean, it's exactly what you do. It's exact every time. Yeah.
It was when we went to Jerry's Artorama. They have a membership card where you get a discount. I got 10% off when I bought the stuff there the other day.
Okay.
And I spelt out Georg and didn't pronounce it, and it was still wrong. I was like, okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's not like it's a driver's license.
Fine. It's fine. They've messed up your driver's license before.
They have. They put a Y on it.
It's fine. 450 bits from Tokenute says, I had a friend who wore a suit to high school our senior year every day until Friday, because casual Friday. In those days, he wore a robe. I mean, if you established in high school that you were...
Yeah, it was Georgie.
Georgie. That you were a suit friend, then
Bye, Kippo.
that's pretty well established.
Yeah.
Especially if you stay suit friend. Everyone's got a suit friend. Everyone in their life has a suit friend. Our suit friend is Paul,
Yeah.
which is good because when it's time for suits, you can talk to suit friend and be like, suit friend, how do you feel about...
I wish Paul could have been here to help us,
Yeah,
but
it's fine. We learned a lot and now I have a suit, and it is important that I never gain or lose weight ever again so I can always fit into this suit forever. Because I can never buy another suit. I very purposefully bought an all-purpose suit.
yes, you did.
Is someone born? Wear the suit. Did someone die? Wear the suit. Did someone get married? Wear the suit. Did someone get divorced? Wear the suit. What other reasons do you wear a suit?
What if we have a fancy New Year's Eve party?
Wear the suit. This is the suit Steven is going to be buried in. Got it. Yes. Or cremated. Don't cremate the suit. Take the suit off of my body. Just cremate me naked. Do they cremate you in clothes? That would be stupid, right? Take off my clothes. Take off all of my clothes.
I think they have a cotton garment.
Sell them. Or put them in like a shadow box. Put the suit in a shadow box. Where were we? We were definitely somewhere. 25 months from Nintendo Fan 1038. 300 bits from Genesis. It says, I'm not 100% sure I'll be here on Thursday because I'm heading up to Jacksonville tomorrow for a work trip. I will be back for Extra Life, though. Ooh, enjoy Jayville. It is large.
Jayville FL or Jayville NC?
Oh. That's
Probably
true.
Florida.
Well,
It is the larger
if someone says Jacksonville, I presume Florida. If they want me to think it's not Florida, yeah, it's Florida. There are other Jacksonvilles, but if people want me to assume that, they gotta put the state.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Jacksonville is just it's Florida. Yeah, we haven't been to Jacksonville in a bit. We drove through it
When we went to Florida last.
when we went to Florida. That was a year ago. That was last November.
Wasn't it December? First week of
It
December?
was last December.
Yeah. My dad just got there yesterday.
Oh,
I mean, not
really?
to Jacksonville, but their house.
We probably went through Jacksonville.
No,
Oh,
because they're coming from Wisconsin, so they kind of come down from Atlanta, which doesn't take you through Jacksonville.
maps are hard. It's very difficult. U.S. big.
Yeah.
We're actually talking to Hal joined us for a Stephen and Friends recording, and we were just hanging out, and we were talking about maps. And U.S. large. Mm-hmm. Very large. That's it. That's the entire...
Yeah.
It's the entire story. Canada big, too.
Yeah.
Canada big, and then Canada has so much space, and like the amount of like where the people live are like here.
Here.
Yeah, the bottom half. Mm-hmm. Like Canada is like this, and then like 95% is like trees and moose. Canada's mostly moose
Yeah.
and trees. Just a little tiny sliver of like. There's so many Canadians, and they all live like.
The bottom, like, 10% of Canada or something.
Yeah,
The most
it's because
southern
if you go further north, it gets real cold.
part. And moose.
Yeah, you have to be a moose to live in the upper echelons of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got 50 months. There's 50 months from Drek at tier 2. Congrats
Thanks, Drek.
on the 50. And 25 months from Empire Builder 19. Thanks. So yeah, I'm excited about the suit. I'm excited about the wedding. I'm excited mostly to have all of that stuff done.
Yeah.
Because there is... So I'm going to tell you something. Because she's not going to tell you.
What?
I'm going to tell you something. You'll know in a second when I tell them. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something because she's not going to tell you. Mao... I know Chaz is here, but that's fine. Mao has been working on doing all of the graphic design for...
Chaz knew I had to do something, I think, but he didn't know what.
Yeah, he doesn't know that you've spent like 30
I have
hours.
not spent that long on it.
Oh,
I had
yes,
a
you-
1 hour
yes, you
call
have.
with Carly,
You absolutely have.
and then I worked on it for 2 hours the other day, and that's been it. And I do it on Saturday game nights when we're done playing games and we're just talking. I work on it then.
I work on it then, and then I've worked on it this other time, and like that doesn't add up to 20 or 30. Anyway, Mao has been doing the graphic design for Carly's wedding.
Well, I did her save the dates. I did the invitations.
That's what I mean.
And now I'm working on the other stuff. But like one of them was like a sign that's like memorial, the people who couldn't be with us today, like the people who have passed and couldn't go to the wedding. She's gonna have a memorial table. So there's just like a little sign where I just picked the font that is the font we're using for the wedding to keep things unified, and I just wrote up a little thing and I was like, all right, 4x6, it's going in a 4x6 frame. That was one thing I did.
I like how you chose one thing.
The easiest thing.
Something that seemed very easy, so you could spin this in like... It's taken like I've spent maybe 5 minutes on
I only
this.
have like 3 more things to do. And they're mostly
Oh, you're
done.
not done?
I need to have Carly check them and tell me some information before I finish them.
So anyway, the reason that I said that was not to get you in trouble with Chaz, although it is funny to me.
But the other thing...
The reason I said that is because you have invested a lot of time and effort into
Yes.
your sister's wedding, and it has a bit of your touch to the whole thing. So that's neat. Eventually, we'll get to the wedding, and then we'll be able to see all the stuff. And like, you made the stuff.
Yeah. And Carly will probably watch this later, so she doesn't know there is something else I am working on. That's part of it.
I mean, I haven't even known about a lot of the stuff. It's just sometimes I walk into Mal's office and I'm like, "Oh, what you working on?" And it's like, it's just
Place
wedding.
cards,
It's just
table
wedding
signs.
stuff, and I'm like, okay, it's just happened a lot. It's fine. But you know what? You did finish your painting.
I did. That's the thing Chaz doesn't know about.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, Mal did finish her painting, and we're going to get that out very quick.
I exported the time lapse last night too.
Very, very quick. Like, today, maybe?
We gotta do B-roll. And then Redbubble, and then eBay.
That doesn't take the entire day,
They
does it?
take longer than expected. It always does. It feels like it shouldn't, but it does.
Okay, well, we're gonna try and get that out as quickly as possible. If we can release it today, we will. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But we're gonna get that out.
Speaking of
Soon.
Redbubble, thank you, Renee. There's a 30% off sale right now.
Ooh.
And I believe they are doing, I don't know for sure, but I thought someone said in Discord they were doing the shipping thing in the US if you spend over a certain amount, I think.
Okay.
Someone in Discord said that.
Okay, 30 is really good.
Yeah.
Redbubble does sales occasionally. 30 is very rare. So if you've wanted something from our store,
Redbubble sale.
that's a good deal.
Free shipping for US orders over 75.
Yeah, Brandon said.
Yeah. I was pulling the email.
Okay. Yeah. So
There will be a new thing this week before that sale is done, so if you want something of it.
Okay. Yeah. Is the sale's going on for a few days then?
It was 3 days, and I think today is day 2.
Well, then you better hurry up.
That's the only thing I have to do today besides sign prints. Because last month.
Will the sale be going on Thursday?
I think that's the night it ends. Thursday night. Because it was Tuesday, Monday, oh wait, no. Today's day 2. Okay, yeah.
So it won't be going on, so we won't be able to remind people on
No, we
Thursday.
won't.
And we don't actually know if your new product will be applicable to the sale, because we actually don't know if it'll be out.
If it's not out today, it'll be out tomorrow. And tomorrow's still sale.
Okay.
But not Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll tweet about it.
I just want people to be able to take advantage of that, because that is a
Yeah.
really good deal. It's a really good deal. Anyway. Look at this.
Sonic and the Black Knight.
Look how high Iron Chef is.
Yay!
Iron Chef.
That's my game.
Now in the top 4. Huge divide from the 5 to the 10.
Yeah.
The top 5 to the 6 or 10. Me Maker is what is that? What? Oh my God! Didn't we make Dolly Parton? Did I imagine that? Me Maker is on there. So Me Maker isn't listed as Me Maker isn't listed as a game because it's not a physical game, but it is a part of the Wii's menu, and we did that for either last year or the year before.
I do not remember. I remember Dolly Parton.
Chaz says specifically Me Maker for Wii U was requested. Are they different? Maybe they're different. I don't know. Yeah, okay, neat. Yeah, year before. I don't think it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know. So the Wii U has more stuff? Okay, we'll do the Wii U version. Just in general, if there is some vague discrepancy between versions of a thing, if it exists for both Wii and Wii U, we will probably just naturally gravitate towards the newer version. Because it'll be in HD, because the Wii U is an HD system. God, wait, has that... All these years of Extra Life, and we've never actually played an HD system.
Yeah, that's true.
This will be the first year...
What's the one game that's on both, but the developers were, played on the Wii?
Rodeo.
That's it.
Yeah. So, if folks requested Rodeo, we'd play the Wii version.
Yeah.
You actually... That I'll let folks research that game themselves, but they worked on it for years and years and years. And when the game came out, the time for the Wii had passed, and we were into the Wii U era. So they released this Wii U version, and it comes with the game for both Wii U and the Wii. And the developer was on Twitter and was like, "Please play the Wii version. The Wii U version is not my vision. Please play it on Wii." And I'm like, wow. That's a whole thing. But apparently it's supposed to be very good. Yamadorigan says Rodea is my favorite Wii game. I haven't played it, but we could.
We could.
We could. We have a really good list, I think, of games here. I think that's a really strong list. And as a reminder, there's still several days left to donate.
Before the start.
Before the start, to affect what will be played
Yes.
when we start. And for folks, if this is your first Extra Life, I will give you some donator tips. These are donator tips. First tip: donate at least $25 to a game if you're able. $25 is what makes the game eligible for the roulette. That could be the difference between a game getting played and not getting played. So if you can at least donate $25 to a game, that's my absolute first tip, is do that. Second tip: you can get people to rally behind your game by talking it up in the chat or saying this is a great game and trying to get other people to get on board with it. Fun hashtag helps. There's been many years where things have gotten played because people make a fun, clever hashtag, and they'll donate to the game, and then they'll post the hashtag in chat, and then
like
people
fish
are like,
to win.
Fish to win is a good one. So like make thanks Odama. Like there's all these different hashtags that people have made, and then the entire community is like, ooh, squee my balls. Which the end of that journey and playing that game was an experience.
Yeah.
But it's a great example of like the hashtag works. I mean, people get behind a hashtag and they're like, oh, let's do that. And then suddenly you're not the only person donating to a game. Other people are donating to a game too, because they're like, I just want to see what the heck this is. So that's a good tip. Third tip, and this is specifically for early donations: if you can get people to rally behind a game and get that game up into the top 5 spot, and I guess this goes for like all day, but especially early on, having a game on screen, because while we're playing the games, it always shows like top 5 or top 6 games. Having a game on screen is huge, because that is constant like visual advertisement for the game. So if you can manage to get Garfield on the screen, people are looking at that while the stream is happening, and they're thinking about that game. So that's a huge thing. So trying to get things into the top 5 or 6, I forget what it is very helpful.
I know someone said that John's community started talking about what game they're pushing for.
I am horrified and can't wait.
I know.
So exciting. Vagabond says, put the title of the game as the first thing in your message. It makes it easy for Chaz. That is helpful.
Yeah.
That is helpful. Yeah, that is just something that makes Chaz's life easier. If you do the title first, or
and then what you want to say.
Or another good tip is make sure you get the title right.
Yeah.
Which is like a very basic thing, but yeah. That's what I mean, is spell it correctly to the best of your ability. Because like there's a game list, and you can copy and paste the game title out of that and just paste it into your message for Extra Life. That sort of thing helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Because if you're just like, the game with the barrels, there's only gonna be so much that Chaz can do looking at your message before he's like, this is a roulette. Like, there's no way I can figure out what this is supposed to be. So, just anything that you can help make the process easier. The reason I say that is the first few hours of Extra Life are very, very hard for Chaz, because there are so many donations coming in, and he has got to sort them and get the totals to go to the right games. And anything that makes his life easier is good. It's good. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. That's actually a good answer.
Yeah, that was.
That's a very good answer. And I Spy Moose has also got a good tip. If you can't donate, don't feel guilty. Definitely still show up and watch. Sharing links on social media helps more than you think. It's true.
Yes.
Even if you can't donate, just being there is actually helpful because it makes the numbers for the stream goes up, which makes it more likely to be
noticed by other people on Twitch.
Correct. It makes it stay at the top of whatever category we may be streaming in at that particular moment in time. So that's actually very helpful. And then number 2, share it on social media. Share, please share it on social media. Our first goal of the day is 60,000 because that gets our overall total to 500,000 for all years, which is exciting. But we are then immediately changing that goal to a number that is much higher. So we have a long way to go, and I'm hopeful that we can raise a large amount of money again. Hopefully, I'm this for the last 2 years. The last 2 years, the event has raised over 6 digits. It's raised over $100,000. So I'm hopeful that this year will also raise over $100,000. That's my hope. But we're starting with 60 because that's just a fun number, where it's like, haha, 500,000, wee, and then we'll just change the number. now you know the secret. Vagamon says, can we play the Japanese cat game for the test stream? Maybe. I might.
Maybe once we have things like set, maybe we'll put it in then.
Yeah, it requires me to click some extra buttons that are not buttons that I would normally click during the event, so it's not really a good representation of testing the event. But we can also play it
on a regular Friday.
Yeah, we can do it. Like, we can dedicate like a normal Friday sometime after Extra Life
to playing Reina.
Yeah, to playing Sugabon Shechao Reina. So
that was my throat.
That was your innermost desires for playing that cat game, trying to escape through your body.
There's a mini game in it where you have to dodge cats, but sometimes you have to catch the cat.
Thunderstriker says, play that, then start Stray the next week. We'll just announce we're playing Stray, and then we'll just start that game and be like,
with Reina. And
this is Stray. This is what Stray is. Is this what everyone expected? This is Stray.
And Reina looks like Kepi.
When did he go over there? He was on my lap, wasn't he?
10 minutes ago, yeah. He got warm.
Okay. He's just chilling. We got 49 months from Micro X Roses. 24 months from Jay Lineback. That's a 2. Congrats on 2. I got some burps going on this morning. Yeah, all of the Extra Life event is, we're gonna keep the event solely to North American releases for Wii and Wii U, which is still a large amount of games. Is 12, 68, 160 is what is that?
You could go count them quick.
1420, 1,428, something like that. It's like a little over 1,400 games. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's still, I would say that it's still primarily, I'd say it's still primarily Wii. It's still a Wii event. It's just we've given folks the ability to do Wii U should they want to do something from Wii U. And that really opens up a lot of modern games. Like the fact that you can do Breath of the Wild.
What's the game on Wii U with the Franks?
Game & Wario.
Game & Wario. Oh, that's a good one.
It's a great game.
There's also...
It's a great game.
What, the one game, Nintendo Land?
Great game.
With the Animal Crossing minigame and the Luigi's Mansion minigame.
And you know what's so fun about that? specifically is like,
We have 10 people this year.
yeah, we have 10, and I mentioned it on Sunday. I haven't mentioned it here, so I'll mention it here. Josh Jepson is joining us for Extra Life. This was something that is a very recent development, because Josh actually had plans. He wasn't even going to be in the state. He was
Going somewhere
he
else.
was going somewhere, and then that just changed, and now he's going to be here. So he is going to join us for Extra Life. So we have 10 people. Unfortunately, we don't have a shirt for Jepson.
He could wear your shirt from last year, maybe. I don't know what size he is.
Yeah, Jepson will have a different shirt.
Although there might be a shirt in that basket. He could wear one of those shirts.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities. Like
Yeah.
5-player Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8-player Smash. We could
do
actually play 8-player Smash Brothers for Wii U, which is wild. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start pulling all of the possible accessories and controllers and
If only
everything.
we had gone to IKEA to get the controller thing.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I know.
I need to get all of the stuff together to make that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Smash for Wii U is not. We could play Brawl and Smash for Wii U.
True.
You could play both. There's several Zeldas that you can like. There's just so many things. So I'm really looking forward
Jem, you're missing
to Extra
Brandon.
Life. Yeah. Lindsay, Mal, Steven, Chaz, Jeff, Josh, Alex, Haley, Dan, Brandon. 10. Rachel says, now that you're in Raleigh, do you live closer to IKEA than before?
Technically.
Yes, but not by much, actually. Our nearest
IKEA is still Charlotte.
our nearest IKEA is still Charlotte. And before, Charlotte was like a 3-hour drive. And now it's a 2-hour drive, so technically, I mean, it is closer, but it's the same one, so it's not super close. I wish there was one in Raleigh.
Me too.
That would make things way easier. But it's all right. I mean, we'll get there. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicle X.
That's isn't that in the top 10 right now? It was the other day.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there. So
We just don't have time to go to IKEA in the next 2 days and then get back and set it up and unpack the box of controllers.
yeah, I mean, could we? Yes. Would it be wildly irresponsible and a very bad idea?
That is
Yes.
not a Chaz-approved activity.
No, it is not. There's way too many other things to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, Cat World. I know I've mentioned it before, but like Cat
There is
World.
Cat World.
If people request Cat World, then me and Mao and Alex and Haley will
Yep.
absolutely reprise our roles and play Cat World. So, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, here.
Can you scroll up just a second?
I can scroll up.
Like a little bit more? A little bit more? There you go. Mystic Gamer, we appreciate it, but we really need to see something in person before. Like, because we're trying to decide between a few things for IKEA.
Yeah. For better or worse.
Yeah.
We've gotta. We're still deciding what exactly we need.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Yeah.
We will get there.
Yeah.
This-
Other people here in Raleigh need to go too because they need stuff also, so.
Yeah. Andy else says I'm on mute, but I feel compelled to point out that Mal looks like a college professor and Steven looks like he's unemployed. It's fine. It's fine. A group IKEA trip is not a terrible
Yeah.
idea, and we may do it. We'd have to caravan some cars.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise we can't bring anything home.
Correct.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. The other thing that we've thought about doing is post-shoot hangover. That's exactly it. The other thing we thought about doing is, Charlotte is 2 hours. Our other closest IKEA is in
Norfolk,
Virginia, which is 3 hours. So it's further, but it would allow us to probably meet up with Nick, which we haven't seen Nick in a while. I actually,
Andy.
I haven't even told Nick that we live in Raleigh yet.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit since I've talked to him. So he would be very excited to learn that
We're closer.
so many of his friends are not that far away. So yeah. Also, it's just good because if he wants to visit,
We're closer.
we're closer, and a bunch of us are here. So yeah. Skid Scott says, can we donate to Earthbound since it's on the Wii U? No. Just physical releases, because I don't have all of... I mean, while I technically have Earthbound, I don't have all digital releases, so that would be hard.
Yeah.
I feel like there will come a point at some point in the near future where we will probably have an extra life that is like we'll have an extra life that's just like everything. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. It's fine. 39 months from Bardic Puppy. Thank you. Appreciate it. For now, I'm happy to do Wii, which has got so many things. We do not have a way to record the Wii U gamepad. Well, so we technically do, and it's not worth it. Emil has a modded Wii U that will record the gamepad, and he told me that I could borrow it for Extra Life, but it's apparently an absolute nightmare. So I'm just not gonna bother. I'm just not even gonna bother with it.
Haley, did you send me a photo?
Haley says, Steven, your pumpkin is so cursed right now. Please send a photo and we'll put it on screen if it's extra cursed.
Oh God.
That's amazing!
Let me send this.
That's amazing! Oh, wow, that's so good. We'll let y'all see this in just a moment. It is very scary. It will scare your children. Put your children to bed. This somehow got so much worse.
Come on, Discord.
Oh, this is so exciting. Look at this. Look at this scary bugger. You're gonna look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. God, how exciting. How exciting
to
for
watch
me.
this evolve.
Yeah, like this. So like the thing back upon me waking up this morning. So like the thing is, I wanted to make something scary, and I think,
You sure have.
and like I think the exciting thing is that I actually, I took it this far, and nature took it further. I love that. Charlie Roger K says that is a Dark Souls boss. Oh God, I did make something scarier than the quarry. Man. Anyway, yeah, that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. I'm very excited about that pumpkin. Because everyone else is...
My teeth kept shrinking.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess,
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Look, yours in the background.
These are great.
Skibbity, 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 doobity, 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 doobity.
These are very, very great. We got 300 bits from Genesis, who says, Steven, that is one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. Clown. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here, I'll post the other one.
I appreciate it. Haley says, just scaring all my neighbors. It's fine.
Brandon had to go to work, and I posted it in mod, and he said, "Oh."
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Alex's is turning out real nice.
Alex's is improving.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Haley says mine pretty much looks the same. So that I released that video last night, right? I believe so. So if you haven't
There's
seen,
3 of them.
yeah, your teeth are.
It's,
You're like Donkey Kong. Your teeth are retracting.
yours in the background though.
They are. This is a scary
Yours is
collection.
horrifying.
Yeah. Can you imagine if there was just a bunch of those?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of those little faces. It's great. It's great. Yeah, that vlog came out last night. So if you'd like to see us carve pumpkins, see what they look like with no lights on, then check out the vlog video. Hope all my neighbors still want to talk to me. See, that's the thing. You haven't lived there long enough for like you to establish a good rapport with the neighbors. So now you may never. But you know what? That's okay. We suffered the same fate because we had yard toast. So like, whatever. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. This is Haley's yard toast. It's true. It's true. It says our yard toast back in the yard. They are in the garage.
Yeah, we need to put them out.
They are in the garage. Megan says, to be fair, you didn't put the yard toast there. That is also true.
That is also true.
That is true.
Haley said, one neighbor did compliment us and scolded her teenage son for not being better at carving pumpkin like us.
These are so great. Jeremy, why do you do such a bad job carving your pumpkin? Yeah, poor
You
kid
and
is
Alex
right.
went to art school. Haley and I do art.
Yeah,
Versus teenage kid
yeah,
who may or may not be in an art class.
We all have art backgrounds, so like, we're gonna make an art. I like art. Art's okay. The origin of a supervillain story. The Pumpkinator. That's a supervillain name. Anyway, let's talk about things that are coming up as if the only thing...
Is other than extra.
Yeah. Like
My painting's gonna come out.
Yeah, we certainly hope so. So like I said, I'm hoping for today. That would be great. If not today, we'll aim for tomorrow.
Yeah.
There is a
30% off Redbubble sale right now.
Yep.
Until tomorrow night.
Yep, 30% off with code everything, which is a big,
Can we get a
big
subject
sale.
hint for the painting?
It's month appropriate because I think I gave
Holiday
that,
appropriate.
Yeah, holiday appropriate. Mouse patrons have seen it. And,
I posted it last night.
And like it. They like it. I know Mr. Gameboy was in here earlier and was very excited about painting. And it is. It looks... It's really good. It's really good.
Thank you.
And it's...
Chaz hasn't even seen it yet.
And
I
it's-
didn't post it to our Stephen Core group.
I think it's wild that you've never
Painted something from this game.
something from the game.
It's been on my list for a long time, but it's never been October. I mean,
It's never been October. Mallory George, 2022. I'm so glad that we finally, after all of these years, get to experience October. We've wanted one, but it's never actually happened. We've been wishing on a star, but every year we would go from September to November and just skip October completely. Sometimes we'd have September
other
twice.
good painting ideas for October. It only works in October.
Is everyone excited for the very first October? I'm personally...
It's already almost over.
It's a leap October. October comes but once every 100 years. I am I'm very excited about October. New month. KT, new month just dropped. Oh God. I do like October.
Besides my painting, the only other thing you need to ever worry about is Extra Life. Haley's calling you out.
Haley, I've got great news that I will share with you after the stream. It's great news. Is that the only thing, though?
Yeah, Extra Life, that's it. No, that's it.
I mean, there is a breakfast stream on Thursday.
Yeah.
That
will be just us.
It better be Greater House. Oh boy! Like there's gonna be a breakfast stream on Thursday, which will be just us.
Yeah.
And then we will be going because it's Thursday.
Friday will be a test stream with at least us.
That's the other thing.
Chaz
is that,
and Jeff.
You know, people should show up to stream on Friday because it'll be wild. Also, there's a lot of money typically donated during the test stream.
Yeah.
So if you miss the test stream, you may be extremely confused when you wake up Saturday and you look at the totals and you're like, what happened? The totals are going to change a lot on Friday.
Yeah.
There's typically every year there's usually like several $1,000s donated during the test stream. And it's fun because then it really shakes things up for how things go for Saturday. Warren says, will the test stream be a VOD on YouTube? You know what? We have never uploaded them, and now that we have a VOD channel, we should.
Yeah.
We also have the test streams from like
Past years.
I should get those on the VOD channel.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That'd be really fun. Yeah. Oh, speaking of VOD, I did a poll on Stephen Plays. I did a poll on Stephen Plays like yesterday? No, not yesterday. A week ago. Asking what series we should post to Stephen VOD next,
yes.
And the winner was Super Mario RPG, and the first Super Mario RPG VOD will drop today at 4 p.m. Eastern. So
get ready for that.
Haley said, I hand-sewed from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. yesterday to prepare for Extra Life, but Stephen won't watch his friends be funny for like Stephen minutes. 20 minutes. I didn't even eat before because I forgot. So I just want everyone to know that Haley has been working very, very hard, and that if Babysitting Mama doesn't get played,
she will cry.
You will make Haley cry.
Yeah.
Haley will cry live on air. So don't make Haley cry. If you make Haley cry, I will be very upset. So please make sure Babysitting Mama gets played at least once. Haley is making an outfit, and she won't tell me what the outfit is, and it is a surprise, but apparently it has taken a long time.
She had to go to Joanne's special for whatever it is.
Yes. What is happening? Haley says it is getting kind of large, so the baby might need its own chair.
What?
What does that mean? Oh God. Anyway, so yeah, I don't listen. It's just I just want to. I don't ask for a lot of things. An Extra Life is an event for the people where they get to decide what gets played. Mm-hmm. But I just want you to know that there is a huge incentive to Babysitting Mama getting played, and that is you get to experience whatever thing Haley has decided to sink tens of hours into. And I'm excited. It doesn't have to be played first, but at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. Rachel, excuse me. It's an event for Haley. I don't know what you're talking about.
Haley says every time Alex sees it, he goes, "Oh God," with a progressively larger smile on his face.
The only thing I was told is that I would not be able to guess what the outfit was. Alex was like, he's like, don't even bother guessing. He's like, you would not be able to guess what this is. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, it's, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Anyway, look forward to that. We got 100 bits from CJ the Grand Hunter. 300 bits from Diddy Eggs, who says, Lover's Pumpkin! Lover's Pumpkin! My wife has successfully experienced October for the first time. She loves good game.
Yeah.
I'm
glad I made you experience it.
Made. The shackle was placed on my ankle.
Now I just need to have you experience Okage.
Yeah, that's something I want to do.
We have the
Get to it.
player's guides. You guys can't see, but the player's guides are out now back here.
Player's guides
They
were
start
never
right
even...
here under the Switch games, and they go through here, and then the next Billy. So my Okage guide is finally where I can
Also,
get to it.
I actually want to take just a brief moment to express how happy I am that games are up, because you have to understand, most of the games were just never, ever up in the old house.
Yeah.
Player's guides never were. Most of the stuff behind us
Yeah.
has not been out of storage since like early 2016. Like it's been like 6 years.
GameCube is sat in a box for sure.
Yeah. So like, it's a big thing.
I agree, Haley.
It's a big thing. It would be wild if they remade Okage. I don't feel like they will, but you know, it would be cool if they did. Okage would be a pretty good stream game though,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of just battles. and
Yeah,
things
you
that
can avoid them. The more you avoid them, the more there are.
I don't like.
Haley says Stan is
that.
just the best. He is. In college, Stephanie made a cardboard cutout stand and put it in our window. In our dorm window.
Yeah.
And people would find out that was us, and they were like, "Oh, you're the people with the thing in your window."
Vlog's out.
The fair vlog.
Yes, the fair vlog. You can watch us each take a bite from a single rattlesnake corn dog. You can enjoy it. So the only I'll let you go here in a moment, and you can go watch the vlog, and you really should, because it's a good one. It's a really good one.
Too.
Oh wow. But before you go, one of the realizations that I had recently is that, as nice as it is to have the shelves up, and it is, this is such a huge improvement over the last place we lived. Oh my god. It does come with the realization that, like, things are double stacked, and we are, like, the other room's not double stacked because we need to be able to quickly
Get to games for Extra Life.
get to Wii and Wii U, but everything else is double stacked. So like, we don't have as much room as we would like. Just, it is, I mean, it is how it is. Like, we are fortunate in that we can now get to everything, but there is not, I mean, this is double stacked, which is certainly inconvenient, and there isn't a whole lot of additional room to work with. So like, we could not, even if we wanted to, fortunately we don't, we could not complete another library in this house.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. Fortunately, we aren't looking to do that, which is helpful. But it's just a reminder of, like, we now have enough space to fit the things that we have, and that growing like we have in the past few years, where we bought things and basically put them into boxes, it's not accessible. Yeah. Roland is sobbing in the distance. I'm sure. But he should know that, like, we can't collect PS2.
I just messaged Roland the other day. I said something like, "Hey buddy, hope you're doing well, we miss you." And he said, "LOL random, but same."
I do want I'm sure he'll come up and visit at some point.
Yeah. He better.
Yeah, he will. PS2, like every other video game system, the library's gotten ridiculously expensive. I was actually looking at just some of the Wii stuff, and I'm glad that we finished Wii when we did, because even Wii prices are creeping up to the point where it's completely inaccessible. Video game collecting is inaccessible, and it makes me furious. I'm very, very mad about it. The price of what some of the games are, it doesn't make any sense. But it's fine. It's totally fine. We'll just pick up interesting things here and there, and that'll be it. And if at some point the video game market crashes, then we'll pick up PS2. When it completely crashes. It's fine. Anyway, emulate. Alright, that is going to be it for our stream today.
Go watch the Rattlesnake Corn Dog vlog.
Thank you all for being here. Please go watch the vlog. Do a vlog raid. And watch us eat a rattlesnake. And that's it. We will see you
Thursday for a regular breakfast stream, Friday for test stream, and Saturday at noon Eastern for Extra Life.
That's the information. Seriously though, if anyone out there watching right now has not yet put a reminder onto their smartphone for Extra Life, please do it. And maybe add a second one for the test stream as well. Please don't forget. Please be there. Please. And like post about it on like your Facebook or your Twitter or your Tumblr or your live journal.
TikTok.
Or your
TikTok.
your friends on AOL Instant Messenger. Or
on your Starman.net forum.
Yeah, I mean wherever it is that you use the internet. Okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna end it
Your
from
GeoCities site.
your your Zanga. Sorry, I want to take everyone back.
Gonna message everyone on Trillion.
When you log into IRC today, if you could just tell everyone.
Yahoo keyword.
Club Penguin. Newgrounds. Alright, we have to stop. Thanks for watching. See you on Thursday. Dome.